The Allison Hamilton Fish Library is located in what's known as Sloan's Field in Garrison, at the intersections of routes 403 and 9D. It is a beautiful federal-style building designed by the architectural firm of Schofield and Colgan.
We are now in Mr. Hamilton Fish's room at the library, and a magnificent room it is. Mr. Fish, tell me, who designed this library for you? Who was the architect?
Well, this library is the brainchild of my wife. She conceived it, she matured it, she developed it, and she gave all the money for it. And she's entirely responsible for this lovely library. And it's quite remarkable because her people originally are rather well known in New England, rather famous in New England, because she's a descendant of William Bradford, the first governor of the Plymouth Rock, which goes back further than any of us Americans.
Mrs. Fish, how did this library originate? Did you and your husband sat down one evening and said, well, we must do something, what can we do?
Just about like that. We wanted to do something together that would live on. And I don't know anything would be better than a library, because I've written 23 books, and my husband and I are both interested in history, and he came from Garrison, where he was born, and all his family, and a library in Garrison seemed to be the perfect solution.
What kind of books do you hope to have here eventually? All historical books?
Especially books on the Hudson River Valley, and prints and books and everything to do to make it the best library in the Hudson River Valley.
Now, did you have anything to say about the decor, how this library was being decorated?
Well, built. We went on a trip to Virginia, and we saw Monticello. Jefferson Monticello, and both Mr. Fish and I said, that's what we want, a brick with white trim.
Also, I believe you would like the community and people in the Hudson Valley to know that if they could make any donations in books.
We do. That's what we want to do very much. Anybody that has books or prints or anything to do with the Hudson River Valley, we want to make it the finest library in the Hudson River.
Well, you're well on your way. Thank you very much, Mrs. Fish.
Thank you.
I'm Geraldine Mahoney. I'm the director of the Allison Hamilton Fish Library. And behind me is the portrait of Louis Agar Curtis at the age of 15. Mr. Curtis was the grandfather of Mrs. Fish. He was born in 1835 during the Great Fire of New York, and he died in 1909. The artists of this painting were the famed team Waldo and Jewett. In designing and laying out the library, we tried to provide a very comfortable setting for people to come in and use the library. Over 65 magazine subscriptions are available for any patrons to come in and sit and read. Over the fireplace hangs the portraits of Allison Hamilton Fish. These were pastels that were done from photographs of them in earlier years. The gallery is the focal point of the library, set between the Allison Hamilton Fish rooms. It houses a beautiful Royal Sèvres porcelain vase, which dates from 1757. The vase was made during the reign of Louis XV. It is placed on a French console table dating from the 1830s. Three portraits of the Fish family hang in the gallery. The first is Hamilton Fish, the father of the present Hamilton Fish Sr. The second is another Hamilton Fish, also an active member of Congress. And the third is Nicholas Fish, who dates back to active duty during the Revolutionary War. In addition to approximately 8,000 volumes that the library shelves at this point, we also have some rather sophisticated audiovisual equipment for a library of this size. A 16mm projector is available for loan to patrons with use of films available through the Mid-Hudson Library System. A videotape player recorder is also here for programming. We also have a collection of 400 cassettes that cover classical and popular music. The children's room is done in a Hudson River motif, with Currier and Ives prints and Hudson River School paintings adorning it.
I hope you have enjoyed your trip at the library. This is Betty Martin for Valley Magazine.